Hello, 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 gorgeous. How are you doing today? This is Robin R. Robinson with Big Age Love. Thank you for stopping by. It is Thursday, the 13th. It's 11:19 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I am here to give you another wonderful tips on things that will make you say, "Oh, wow, that's fabulous. This is Big Age Love." My YouTube channel that is a show for savvy and wannabe savvy folks age 55 and over who want to age well, stay relevant and fabulous, keep their mind moisturized because moisturization of the mind is so very important, and stay cute as hell in the process because that is important as well. Nobody wants to run around here not looking cute, okay? And that's a subjective term, but we all know what cute is. So, I hope you've had a good week and I hope that you're doing well and taking care of yourself. So let's get into it, shall we? Um, Today will be 2 weeks before Thanksgiving Day or Taking Day or Turkey Day or however you want to phrase it. But that day and the preparation for it can be stressful. So I've come up with some stress-free, bountiful Thanksgivings um, survival tips, if you will, to help you get through it unscathed. Okay, unscathed is a good thing. So number one, let's begin shopping early for our meals. Okay, we've got 2 weeks, so there's no need to wait until the last minute because it's going to be crowded as hell. And we also know that November 25th starts the boycott, so we don't want to be shopping around then. And so you might want to start this weekend, get things that are not perishable, your baking tins, your foil, your tablecloths, your canned fruit, your chicken broth, your seasonings, those kinds of things. And then as we get closer to the date, you want to get up, you want to do your perishables, your produce, your meat, your fresh veggies, and so that it won't be so overwhelming because the shopping for the meal can be overwhelming because everybody and their grandmama is out there as well and standing in line and the crowds and people's impatience and all that can ruin the whole experience because then once you shop then you have to put it in the car and then you have to lug it out of the car and then you have to lug it back into the house and then you have to start preparing. So it really is a lot of steps and it can be very, very arduous. And we don't really want it to be that way. So let's try to manage it as effectively as we can so that it is a joy. And it's not, well, I don't know if it's a joy. Well, it could be, cooking for the people you love can be a joy. And that is the goal. Um, I really only cook, pardon me, I have a gremlin. My bad. Let me take a sip. Okay, that's much better. Um, where was I? Um, oh, preparing your meals and having a good attitude about it and looking forward to it, but you have to manage it effectively so that you're not going to be dredging it or what is the word? Drudging it. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be, oh my God, I don't want to do this. I'm only doing this because it's a tradition and that they want me to, and you really don't want to. So that's the first thing. You want to begin shopping early for your meal. And also, number two, you want to let go of expectations. If you're going to be baking a dish to bring to someone else's function, make sure it's the best dish that you can possibly make. That's what you want to do. Put your foot in it. You know what I'm talking about. And make sure that there's enough for everyone. And also, what you want to do is don't experiment. This is not the time to experiment. I am not good with making greens. I tried to make collard greens once, only once in my life, and it was a disaster. It wasn't for anything, a particular event. It was something that I wanted to do, and it was just a disaster. And since then, it's like, no, I'm not even interested in it. That's not my thing. Everybody has their proclivities and their strong points and what they really, really like to do. And greens, making them is not one of my strong points. So make sure you make something that you've made before and you're comfortable with it and you know it tastes good. let me tell you a little story. I had a hip replacement in 2016, and in July of 2016. So for that holiday, that Thanksgiving, I was tasked with making mac and cheese. I make a fabulous mac and cheese. I really, really do. I made one last year for Thanksgiving. My son loved it, and he went home with all the leftovers. I'm not making mac and cheese this year, but anyway, I digress. Focus, focus. So anyway, I was tasked with making this mac and cheese, but mind you, my leg, my right leg, still hadn't healed properly. So I was kind of hobbling around in the kitchen with the cane, making mac and cheese. And needless to say, that was an experience. Hobbling around on the in the kitchen with the cane, making mac and cheese, and going from here to there, and getting the ingredients and the whole bit. So it was a trip. And to top it off, the pan that I had for the mac and cheese was way too big for the amount of mac and cheese I was going to prepare. So I turned out, and I couldn't get to the store to get another pan. My options were limited as far as mobility is concerned. So what I did was I used the pan that I had, and it was way too big for the amount of mac and cheese I had. Long story short, it just it just did not go well. It just here I am telling you what you should do as far as making certain that it is presented well in the whole bit. But a sister did what she had to do. It tasted well, but the presentation just was not happening at all. And so I took it to the event. It was my son's father's family. May he rest in eternal peace. He and their family is wonderful. I love them to death, to pieces, to life, to love. And I'm hobbling in with the cane with the mac and cheese. So when it came time to prepare everything, the foil was lifted off the mac and cheese, and it's like you could tell people were like, "Oh heavens, who made this?" I did. Robin made it. So luckily they weren't going to clown on me. Here I am hobbling on a cane, plus bringing this mac and cheese, and I'm a family member, if you will. So they didn't really go all in, but I was like mortified. I'm like, it tasted good, but it just took a little bit of effort to get it out of the pan. It was just oh man, I just have to redeem myself. I have to redeem myself because I make fabulous mac and cheese. So let go of expectations, and if you are going to bring a dish, make certain that you bring a dish that you don't mind not seeing ever again. Make sure you bring a dish that you wouldn't mind getting broken or whatnot. Don't be married to the dish. That will take a lot of anxiety. Don't bring an heirloom or a family treasure because it looks good. The container or the pot or the pan looks great, and it will just make everything look presentable. Just don't do that, because there have been many times, I'm sure, you've brought a dish and you don't know where it is or what happened to it or it got broken or whatever, and then it just puts a pall over everything, and just it just messes up the whole situation. So that's one thing that you can control. You can control the fact that you don't have the dish to bring, so that it doesn't get stolen or broken. So that's one way to alleviate anxiety. um Anywho, what you want to also do is you want to don't eat with people that you cannot stand. Okay, you don't want to eat with people you cannot stand, because then your digestion is disastrous. Your food can't digest because you're all verklempt, and you're all clenched up, and you're all tight, and your stomach muscles know this, and you can't enjoy the food. You're walking into a house, and there's an old relative you haven't seen in ages, or the year before, and they're standing there glaring at you with a glass of brown liquor in their hand, and you just know it's just not going to be a good thing, and they're sneering and looking and drinking and getting ready to ask you a question that is completely inappropriate or not any of their business. So when are you going to get married? Or if you are married, so when are you going to have kids? Or if you're not working, so when are you going to find a job? Or if you are working, so when you gonna leave that job? It's like, can you leave me alone, please? Can you not say anything to me the rest of the day, please? Okay. So, but you gotta, to alleviate that, don't hang with people you don't want to be with. You're an adult. You're grown. You don't have to sit at the kiddie table. You don't even have to go. I mean, think about maybe um, just showing up for dessert. Let the hostess know you've got about an hour, you've got other things to do, but you'll be glad to show up for dessert, and leave it at that. You take control over the situation. And if you and there's nothing wrong with being solo for Thanksgiving. I mean, if your options are to be with a group of people that you cannot stand and you don't want to be with, or just hanging with yourself or only one or two people, that is just as advisable, just as wonderful, just as fulfilling, just as satisfying. I've done that before. Obviously, the more the merrier in some cases, but it sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So you have to make it work for you, because it is you. It is your body, it is your stomach, it is your digestive system, and you want to have a good memory. You don't want to come home from that event, saying, "Oh my God, why did I go? It's waste of time. I can't stand those people. I've got gas, the whole bit. It's just not worth it. Life is too short. Life is too short." So, you have to make certain that you make the decisions about how to navigate around the cabin, because that is your choice and that is who you are. And don't let anybody else have that much power over you to tell you how you should act, how you should react, what you should do. That's not any of their concern. We're grown, we're big agers. We have been around, been there, done that. We have kids, we have grandkids. We got grown kids, we got grown grandkids. We don't need people to tell us what to do, okay? And at this time in our lives, it's like we don't give a about what people want us to do or what they think we should do, okay? So that's another way to alleviate stress. Okay, speaking of stress, we want to dress comfortably, but we want to still look cute, okay? Because cute is important. You want to dress comfortably, so um, but you still want to look very put together. So what you can, if you're worried about perhaps eating a little too much, what you can do is you can wear a tight pair of jeans or a bodycon outfit, a bodycon dress. But that, and I've done that before, but that really does take away from the whole essence of Thanksgiving. You want to be comfortable. You want to be able to have a couple servings. You want to be able to not feel as though you are going to burst and fly around the room like a balloon that has the air has been let out of. If you're standing around holding your stomach in and pardon me, you're standing around holding your stomach in, you can't move around, you can't laugh, you can't blink, because you feel if you do, you're going to let out so much gas, it's going to clear out the room. So, again, be comfortable, but be put together. So, because a food baby does not look good in any situation, bodycon dress or anything. You don't want that. That's what you can have control over, take control over. So you want to do that. And also the next day, not the next day, but on Saturday, you might want to consider fasting on Saturday, the Saturday after Thanksgiving. Liquids only, nothing that you chew, and that will help the whole cacophony of carbs and sweets and all kinds of things that you ingested on Thanksgiving and the day after that you don't usually do the rest of the year. Help your body to digest it and to get rid of it, and to not feel as bloated and full the weekend of Thanksgiving, so that you can get back on track. You know what I mean? You got to have some control and some discipline, because that's very, very necessary. Um, Enjoy your meal prep, and enjoy the day. It's a wonderful time to get together, but it's Thanksgiving shouldn't be the only time that you get together with people that you love and fix wonderful meals and have those kinds of events. It can be any time. There are a lot of people who are not going to be able to do that, because of the situation with the SNAP benefits. I know that they have been reinstituted, but still, like I said, the boycott starts on the 25th, and it goes to the 25th of November, and it goes to the 2nd of December. So let's be cognizant about that, okay? And let's make certain that we don't participate in a lot of those kinds of things between November 25th and December 2nd. So remember, we are doing the best that we can. It's all going to work out. You are a fabulous human being. You are a great idea. And know that success is peace of mind and knowing that you have done your very best. If you know that you have done your very best, then that's all you can do. And nobody knows that but you. Nobody can tell you you have not done your very best. And don't let people rain on your parade. F that mess. F that mess, okay? And remember this as you are preparing your meal and preparing your meal for the people that you love. That makes it even so much better. This is wonderful. I really appreciate you guys spending time with Robin R. Robinson, Big Age Love. Please continue to like and subscribe and share and comment and do all those good things and keep it cute, keep it classy. I appreciate you very, very much. And you know, um, have a very good weekend, and I'll see you next week if God's willing and the creek don't rise. And I want you to be well, be happy, and be blessed, and just know that everything's going to work out. You are wonderfully and fabulously made, and the Lord wants all good things for you, and it's all going to work out. You've got to believe that, and when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. So know that, and just know that life is good because it could be worse. Okay, life is good and it could be worse. Be grateful, be appreciative. I appreciate you. You have a good day. You have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next week. And one more tip, don't wear a thong on Thanksgiving, okay? Please don't. It won't be a good look, okay? Take good care. Be well, be happy, be blessed. Thank you, gorgeous, for stopping by. Robin R. Robinson, Big Age Love. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Take it easy now. Bye.